Hello, welcome to your second video for section 3.2. In this video, we're going to talk about naming polynomials. You should be on the slide that looks like my picture right now. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is how to name our polynomials using the degree. Let's talk about a degree for the moment. Remember your degree, that's the biggest exponent. So when I'm listing numbers in this column, these will all be numbers. I'm talking about what is my largest exponent. My numbers are each going to kind of go up by 1 this time. So my first number is going to be 0. If I have something that's a constant, then the degree is going to be 0. I'm going to add an example here. This would be something like 2 or 5 or negative 12. There's no variables, so there's no exponent. So my degree is 0. My next degree is going to be 1, and the name for that is going to be linear. So that would be something like 2x or 5y or negative 12a. On each of these, there's like a sneaky little 1 as my exponent, which is how I know my degree is 1. The next one's going to be quadratic. For quadratic, the degree is going to be 2. So this could be like 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. Notice when I listed that one out, I had 3 terms, but my biggest exponent was 2. So it doesn't matter what the other ones are. As long as your biggest one is 2, it's going to be quadratic. Your next one is cubic, so that's going to be a degree of 3. So this could be something like 5x cubed plus x minus 1. Again, my biggest exponent there is 3, so I know it's cubic. Your next one's going to be quartic, so that's going to be 4. So this is going to be something like negative 12x to the 4th minus 10. Again, my biggest exponent there is 4, so I know it's quartic. My next one is quintic. I don't really know how to pronounce it, sorry. But it's going to be a degree of 5. So it would look something like 2x to the 5th minus x cubed plus 2. As long as your biggest degree is 5, it's going to be quintic. And my last one is the nth degree. That means that your degree is 6 plus. So this is going to be like 2x to the 6th. We would call that to the 6th degree. If it was 2x to the 10th, then it would be to the 10th degree. So you just replace n with whatever your biggest exponent is. So if it was 10, I would replace it with 10. If it was 6, I would replace it with 6. All right, when we're naming things, they have 2 parts. It's going to have that first part that comes from the degree, and then the second part that comes from the number of terms it has. Remember, your number of terms is the number of things added or subtracted. So number of things, or say plus/minus. The first one is going to be a monomial. Your expression is a monomial if there's just one thing. So if I had just 3x, that would be a monomial. You could also just have 2, that would be a monomial. Or you could have 12x to the 10th, that would be a monomial. The next thing we're going to talk about are binomials. A binomial has 2 terms, so it needs to have 2 things put together. So it could be like 3x plus 2, that would be a binomial. It could be something like, let's do 4x squared minus x. That is a binomial because I have 2 parts. Your trinomials, that's something with 3 parts. So again, this would be like x squared minus 4x plus 2. Again, I have 3 parts, so that would be a trinomial. And the last one's a polynomial. A polynomial has 4 or more parts. So it would be something like x cubed plus 2x squared plus x minus 4. That would be a polynomial. It could also have more parts. So if it had a bigger exponent out front, maybe it has 10x to the 5th. That would be a polynomial too, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things being added to it. All right, we're gonna kind of put all of these ideas together and talk about this example. This is on your sheet to kind of explain what I'm gonna go through, but I'm actually gonna click to my next slide and talk about it with the table. Now remember, we've already filled in all of the type here stuff. I'm just gonna pause and do that quick so that you can see correct numbers on my slide. All right, I went ahead and filled in your table for you. So let's look at our first example. They had x to the fourth. We're looking at this one here. We had x to the fourth plus 3x squared minus 5x. Now we're going to need two parts for each of our names. This first part is going to come from this first table, and the second part is going to come from the second table. So remember, that first part is the degree, so it's the biggest exponent we have. If I look at my equation here, my expression, we have x to the fourth. So my biggest exponent is 4. That means that we're going to use 4, and it's going to be quartic. The second part, we're looking at the number of terms, and we're going to use that second table. Remember, the number of terms is like the number of things being added together. So notice this one has 1, 2, 3 parts. That means it's going to be number 3, so it's going to be a trinomial. On your slide, these parts here, these ones, and these ones here, they're all draggable. You can click and you can drag them and bring them over here. So I'm going to do number 1 with you, and then you're going to do 2, 3, 4 on your own. So if I look at number 1, first we need to figure out the degree. Remember, your degree is your biggest exponent. So I noticed that my biggest exponent there is going to be a 5. We'll use red for this. It's going to be 5. So I'm going to go to my degree table, and we're looking for 5. The one with 5 is quintic, so we're going to go ahead and drag that one down. So this one would be Q-U-I-N, quintic. All right, the next thing we're looking for is the number of terms. So that's from our yellow table. That is, remember, the number of things you're adding together. I have 2 different things. So we're going to look at 2, which would be a binomial. So this one would be a quintic binomial. And again, you could just drag and drop and bring that down there, drag and drop and bring this down here. All right, that is my video for you. Please go ahead and try the next 3 before you move on. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate all your hard work.